Hello, everybody, and welcome to Two Wongs and a White. We're just policing the observed. This is Wong number 1. This is Wong number 2, a.k.a. Ken. He's just tried his very first martini. And we also have Tim. So, guys, what's been happening?
A lot. First, martini was tried by Ken. So, and I mean martini was tried, not him tried.
Is that good? Yeah, I think the martini actually tried him.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. There's a new taste, new flavor. I'm all right with that. Holy shit. Well, you can go first with about your week, because I got nothing interesting.
The exciting times of Ken.
Well, something interesting that's actually finally happening is a new GPU will be unboxed by Harshyz, and
Oh, you're presenting my news, are you? All right, yeah, that's how it works.
I'm kidding.
No. That's
No. This is Techtember. You know, September is the tech month.
Techtember,
Tech month of the year.
Yeah.
Really?
Everything's
Google,
coming out.
Samsung. Well, Samsung's
iPhone
weird.
12 will be announced.
Isn't that
soon.
stupid? I buy so many toys and I absorb myself in equipment, yet I don't even know terminologies.
Right, you don't even know when the new tech is released. You know?
Oh, I just see it on Baopao or Taobao and go, ooh, I want it. Because there's too much stuff on the interwebs, you see. You go on and it says, oh, secret pictures of the iPhone 12, and it's always disappointing. It's a fucking shoebox with wires in it.
Unreal.
I know.
Says the guy with the 11 Pro Max. Right? How's your shoebox?
My one, oh, you mean my dustbin? Trash can. I love it. You know, when you talk about sort of upgrading to a cheese grater, I don't want to do it. I have loyalty to my machines. I mean, fucking look at that iMac behind you.
Yeah.
The picture quality is brilliant. I mean, yes, that's my TV now.
Yeah,
but
right,
it
right,
is,
right.
I love it. And as a monitor, and I can't get, that was my very first Mac, or Mac that I bought myself.
How old is this Mac?
Oh, mate, that's like a 2011 or something, I think.
Oh, boy.
That's one of the first.
Isn't that the screen, right? Or is that the computer
No,
included?
that's the first iMac screen unit. That's one of the first ones that came out. I think it was.
You took
I think
off
it was
the legs, right?
Yeah, because I've got it hanging on an arm. That's like the second iteration or something.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's.
I sold my iMac recently.
Did you? What'd you get for it?
I actually exchanged for a MacBook Pro, and I added a little bit of money to it, so you know that was a good deal.
Not bad at all. Yeah, these need vodka with them, man. These are too. They're not martini-ish enough. I'm used to martinis being like a bit more petrol-y, a bit more avgassy.
That is not things you want to have in a fucking alcoholic drink. Holy shit, dude. It doesn't taste like burning gas, you know?
No, it tastes more fruity and like
It's fruity,
vegetable-y, you know?
Well, I did put a little bit of
Olive oil?
Well, no, olive juice. They're dirty. I
Oh,
put like a
okay.
tablespoon of olive juice off the brine.
That's what. Actually, I don't mind. It doesn't taste like anything.
It's dirty.
Is that what it means when they? Is that what like they say? Oh, do you want martini dirty?
Dirty, yeah, or they hang your balls in it or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They spit in it. too.
Depends which bar you go to.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Techtember, did you know that there are now going to be 6 Apple Watches? This is going to be the sixth generation of Apple Watch. I haven't even owned one.
I owned one, but it was shit.
Look, I understand that, they've got to keep on making shit so that people keep on buying shit. But
Consumerism.
like, come on.
It's
Consumerism.
the same thing every year.
It's the same thing, different casing, maybe with a different light.
Bigger length or width or whatever.
Yeah, I give me an AP anytime. I don't like I wear a sports watch, because I'm fat and I want to track how much movement I do. And it tells me when I've been sitting for too long, which I just tend to ignore. It'll vibrate. It's like, yeah.
And like something like 18 new iPads or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
if
mean,
it
there's
was
like the
true
Air,
or-
the normal base model, and then there's the Mini, and then there's the Pro.
Who cares? I mean, you
I
can
want-
do all the pro stuff on an iPad. I mean, you can write notes and you can doodle and maybe watch YouTube. That's all you can do. I mean, what can you really do on it?
My favorite iteration is the Mini. It's just so portable.
Can you up channel 1 and 2 ever so slightly, sir? Actually, up all 3 by
Up all
about
3.
2 notches, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
2 notches.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
My mammy lies over the ocean.
Oh, Jesus,
My
that's really
mammy
loud.
lies over the sea.
That's 2 channels.
My mammy lies over the ocean, and that's why she loves little me.
Okay. Ooh, dude, that's really loud. That's really loud. That's
That's
like,
really
channel
loud.
down?
just one.
Go one down, yeah.
One down.
Whoops, too much. Better hold your breath. It's starting to tick. Better hold my hand. I'm feeling sick. Hello, Daddy. You remember that one? Oh, no, you're all kids, aren't you?
Fuck you. I turned 22 recently, bro.
Oh, you could be my son. You know that, right?
And hi, Dad. I'm not denying that part.
That sounds wrong.
Remember when you went to that sperm bank? That sperm donation? I tracked you down.
Yeah, that wasn't a sperm donation. That was just... Long.
That was so wrong. That was so bad.
Moving forward. Anyway.
Yeah, so what about you? What's new in your week?
Nothing much. I'm going to start an unboxing channel.
Right.
Well, once I get the Harsh Report up and going again. But I think I'm going to do it again. Because I meant to do Harsh Report this morning, but the bump in to get this ready for this morning took 2 hours. And by the time I finished my morning shit that I had to do, I was like, no, I don't want to rush it.
Yeah, so it's Tim's fault. Got it.
So no. It's just funny. It's actually my preparation. As anal as I am, still bad. So no, I'm probably going to knock a Harsh Report out tomorrow and start my unboxing.
Yeah, when was the last time you
weekend.
filmed one? Like 2 months ago or some shit?
3 months ago.
Yeah.
I think maybe just after lockdown. Was the last one.
I shouldn't have said it's gonna come out this week.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, in your video?
It doesn't matter. Maybe we can put a disclaimer down the bottom coming out soon.
Yeah, soon. Yeah.
As you can see, like now we've got the new studio that we're using here. We've got the monitor. We can put anything up there. That's going to be the Harsh Report window.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of fun stuff. I was listening to the radio this morning, and they were talking about conspiracy theories. And
all right, let's do it.
One really got me. Now I'm not a conspiracist at all. I find that anything that takes too much explaining can't possibly be fucking true.
Right.
Because the amount of work that goes in to present it, I don't think these I won't call them idiots. Well, I will call them idiots.
We'll call them idiots.
These idiots
idiots
that believe in this they've either been abused, dropped on their head, or have something missing in their lives, okay? There's one of 3 or 4 options. There's something seriously wrong with these people.
Oh boy.
Or they're sickly children.
Or they're bored.
Or they're fucking bored.
Yeah.
Or want attention. Hey, there's many issues here. There's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
And so one of them that I heard this morning is that something like 22 billion birds have been taken off the planet and replaced with robots.
I love it.
Since the 1950s. Birds turned into drones. Now, this has apparently happened since before the technology was even available.
Yeah, I was going to say when drones didn't really exist.
No, well, drones didn't exist until the late 80s, I believe.
And they managed to add a heartbeat.
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, and they're still annoying and intrusive.
Yeah,
you think
they
they're
still
doing an
shit
upgrade.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Why do they shit?
I think that's like biohazard grease or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Where'd
you read this?
I was listening to Kiss FM.
Kiss FM,
Jackie O, Kyle and Jackie O in Australian radio. Love it. And they were talking about the conspiracy theories about the birds, which I think really interesting. And then they brought up about the moon.
What's the moon one?
Okay, so it's not so
many.
much there's so many about the moon landing, like
it's fake. That's all I know.
People filming the landing and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Again,
yeah,
if
like
it
that.
takes so much work to do, it would be cheaper and easier to send someone there. It's just the way it is. But one of the things is that the moon is a hologram. Again, since before, so the moon has been there since right? Since history, it's been written about since Galileo with the telescope. I think it was. He was able to identify the moon and the planets
and the
planet
solar system. Yeah.
So apparently, this hologram is thousands of years old, and it's covering a lunar base. Now, I've always thought if you're going to have a lunar base, put it on the moon.
Right.
It just makes sense. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to call it a lunar base.
The word lunar's in it.
And the dark side of the moon. Of course, people are going to have conspiracies about that because there's one side of the moon we never get to see because the moon doesn't rotate. Okay. So yeah, the dark side of the moon, I'm open to it, but I don't think it's going to be aliens. I think, maybe in the 1980s or the 1970s, perhaps maybe there's a couple of little outposts there that are now no longer being used.
I can see the outpost.
But how come moon never rotates? But Earth does then, right?
The Earth rotates because of gravity,
because of gravity, yeah.
And because of the mass.
Moon doesn't have
Moons
doesn't
moons
rotate.
generally don't rotate.
Yep.
Moons are stationary, geostationary.
So there's the answer. So the people actually contradict themselves. They contradict the science, right?
Well, they use the science to prove their point because you can't prove it because we can't see the dark side of the moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's their point. And it's always the point. I mean, whenever you're trying to prove something, it's up to you to prove it. But they never do. When you're trying to disprove something, you can give them all the facts to disprove it, but they can't actually prove it. And by you disproving it, I forget what the proper word is, but it actually ingrains and it digs their feet further in the ground. The more you try and say, no, that's not right.
Right.
And I mean, the same with flat earthers. I don't understand.
Oh my god, dude! When that whole flat earther trend thing came out, like what, last year or something? When it was like,
it's been a while, but it boomed out
last year because I'd never
ago.
heard of it until last year. Obviously.
There was another one where they said the atmosphere was like a layer that you couldn't go past, and whenever the rocket would go up, it would hit the thing and it would fall back. And that's another theory I read online.
That's what children believe. I think you need to get a bit closer.
Sure.
But that's what children believe. I believe that as a child. Oh, it's blue. If I hit that, it's going to explode. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, look, and these are people that are using pseudoscience that have no understanding of science. That's why I always find fascinating.
Do you have some fascination in the pseudosciences of the world?
Well, I personally like the fact that we're on a turtle's back.
Oh, okay.
We're a turtle. I think there's like 3
I have
animals
no
or
idea what
something.
the fuck
like
that means.
Avatar.
Yeah. Well, apparently the Earth is. I think it's Gaia.
Gaia, yeah.
Indian, but like it's stacked where there's like 3 animals. There's an elephant, a tortoise, and a lion or something. Or a
Oh
tiger.
yeah.
And we're flat stacked on that, and water's falling off the edge.
Yeah.
What a waste of water.
Yeah.
Where's it coming from?
The water.
Yeah. How come is it?
It's mystical, bro.
Is it coming from the bottom?
Well, that's the thing. They talk about pseudoscience, but what they're talking about is actual magic. It's fantasy.
Yeah, it's fantasy,
It's mystical.
Some Game of Thrones shit.
In order, it's fucking bring on the dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool. One thing would be cool is dragons on Earth.
You mean dragons that would fucking murder us all because we don't have
come on.
technology to take
Someone
it down?
conquer-
Yeah,
Right.
but could you imagine it's bad enough when you have to have a hail alert? Could you imagine if you had a dragon
Yeah,
alert?
exactly. Hey,
Shit, bring the car in.
in today's forecast, we have a fucking dragon. Run.
Would you like dragon insurance for that, sir?
Someone would make a lot of money on dragon insurance.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Dragon
well, we
smuggling.
could probably sell dragon insurance to the flat earthers and the conspiracy theorists.
Build a website, draginsurance.com. There you go.
Honestly, I try not to believe in things that I don't fully understand. You know?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Is religion
it's
one of
mind
them?
Power waste. You know?
Oh, that's another good topic, actually, religion. I don't know what your religious views are.
Atheist as fuck.
Atheist, yeah. I'm an atheist.
Well,
you good little
agnostic.
Catholic boy, being from where you're from?
for me,
Agnostic.
religion has been a long journey.
Yeah?
Oh,
My
because you're
parents-
like...
my parents
yeah.
like they went through Christianity and
Satanism. Try them all out. Try them all out.
Muslims, and then
Oh, really? They went from Christianity to Muslim.
That's
Yeah.
a weird fucking turn right
That's
there.
a-
and then
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
went
that's
to-
a weird
I
fucking
think they
turn.
tried out
Then Dianetics?
synagogue or like Jewish.
Judaism.
Judaism?
Wow.
Yeah, and then Buddhism, and then meditation.
You know
and
what? I
stuff.
think that's very learned for people to do that, to
they
experience.
really wanted to learn about meditation and like religion and faith and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And where did that lead them?
Oh, my dad doesn't believe in stuff. I think he does believe in some stuff, but like, my mom is she is a meditation person. She heavily believes in God. I don't believe in anything
Yeah.
anymore because come on, you drag somebody through such a long time with different religions and stuff. I mean, people kind of wear down.
I mean, you saw all of it. So,
well,
yeah.
yeah, sure.
At one point in life, you're like, fuck this.
No religion whatsoever. Come on, there was past.
My family's
right?
Catholic. I am the opposite. If anything, I'd be a Satanist at this point. But hey, I don't believe in shit like that.
Yeah, if I had a soul, I'd be into Satanism.
Yeah, I'd be in Satanism. Yeah, if it wasn't looked down upon, all the sacrifice
It's
shit.
just misunderstood.
Yeah, it's misunderstood. Yeah.
People don't like the color red.
Exactly.
No, I've been an atheist probably much of my adult life, and I think, and there was no, because people often say to atheists, "Oh, why did religion hurt you?" And I was like, "Well, no, quite the opposite. I learned about religion, therefore that's how I know personally it's not true."
Yeah, same.
And being a scientist as such, or scientifically thinking, it's like you say the Earth is 3,000 years old. We know it's more, and you can't just say it's just apocryphal because, well, you're following a faith. And yet you'll pick and change. And the book is so outdated and written at a period of time where people weren't knowledgeable, weren't educated, that it just doesn't... If there was an all-seeing, omniscient God, this book would be ageless.
Yeah.
It's not ageless.
Yeah.
There should be version 2.0, you know?
Well,
like
that's the
God in the modern era.
But then what's the yes then? If you can rewrite which has been what, 5 iterations of the Bible,
Yeah.
the King James and the New Testament and things like that.
Yeah.
Once you keep on rewriting it, you're losing. And ever since the original translation, we've lost so much of the original translation as well.
Translation,
And then things have been updated to suit and
modern needs
and
yeah.
rethought. Like you
Yeah.
read something and 10 years ago it meant this, but now it means this. So, yeah, no.
Honestly, I think people that need purpose really... Oh, closer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh,
Do you want
really
to amp
doesn't
him?
pick it up?
Do you want to amp him?
Yeah, let's amp him.
Because I sit backwards and then it doesn't, like, pick it up.
No, you
Doesn't
you
pick it
waft,
up?
You
Oh.
waft in and waft out.
Right, so... Okay, because I sit like this and it's really loud.
Is it uncomfortable for you if you sit like that?
Because if I sit backwards, I'm a little bit more comfortable. If I sit too close, I can hear myself in the ear. It's a little weird.
That's kind of
Well, that's the
point.
idea. It's called sound.
Yeah.
And it travels through these wiry things and goes onto a recording desk.
Crazy, right?
Okay, right,
Crazy
sure,
concept.
Sure.
Anyway, continue with your...
Fucking religious folk on it.
I kind of forgot I was going to say that. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, what about you? What's been
Me?
in your week? Yeah.
My week, I turned 22 last week.
You too.
Like,
Oh, well, I did. So what date are you?
September 4.
I'm 3rd.
Hey, how come you
Hey,
didn't tell
happy
us?
birthday.
Why?
I don't tell people my birthday
Yeah, same
either,
here.
right?
That's what we
yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
No, mine was on. So yours was on Friday.
Friday,
Yeah, mine
yeah.
was Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I look. Every
What'd you
day's-
do?
Absolutely nothing. I went and saw my stylist and got my hair done.
Yeah.
Because it's really good because I pay up front. I forget what it's called. It's the English place, the English
Tonan?
Tony and
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah.
And you get a private room. So I always go to the private room and they sort of just it's good.
Do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I smoke and whatever and carry on. And then I just came home and relaxed and chilled. Because, I mean, look, every day's my birthday. I mean, I'm happily married. I've got lots of toys. I'm loved. Life is good. I've got
Lucky
my health.
bastard.
You know, I think I've got my health. Or maybe I'm just used to this feeling, this condition. But, yeah, so every day's my birthday.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I had lovely dinners with family and my girlfriend. That's it. I had Korean food and Chinese food. It was pretty much a typical day. in the life of Kenneth. So I was like, what do you want to do? Eat good food.
Yeah, I know. That's the funny thing when you live in China. It's like, let's go out for Chinese. Again.
Yeah. Exactly. So
Didn't you have sashimi?
sashimi, yeah, Korean sashimi. Got some free octopus from the boss. That shit was good. That's it. You know, like that place knows us because we go there for Hazel's birthday, my birthday. And we've been there 3 years in a row now. Like before we met, then we dated, and 2 years in.
Cool.
So yeah, they're like, "Oh, you're here for your birthday? Yeah, just give it to us. Just give us your specials." Yeah.
Isn't it weird there's octopus ends with a puss?
Yeah, because it looks like a floating
And
pussy.
you're eating out.
Yeah, you eat it out. Yeah.
You don't want to eat a beak of an octopus.
Oh God,
That's not
let's
gonna
not. Have you guys tried octopus, like live octopus before, or boiled octopus, or like any Asian style octopus?
I've
dishes?
eaten no. Like I've had cooked octopus, like cooked squid and octopus, but never. I haven't done the live thing. I've kind of conscientiously object.
Really?
If that's the right word to eating something alive. No matter how minute it is, I just can't do
So
it.
bugs, not in your forte.
I could eat bugs, but I couldn't eat them alive. I just think it's unnecessary.
Protein, bro.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Apocalypse?
Well, maybe I could eat live bugs, but anything and this is where it comes really confusing for me, a bit misty, is that all life matters, I guess. So if you draw the line at something, at a cow, at a chicken,
then
where
does it make
does it
sense?
stop?
Yeah, where does it stop? Yeah.
So I guess I'm just full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
but-
I didn't say it.
No, it's funny because you say that and it's like, yeah, I'll still eat cow, I'll
Yeah.
still eat chicken, but I won't eat it. Like I couldn't eat a monkey brain, I couldn't eat something alive.
I heard some terrible stories about monkey brain and stuff. I mean, why? Why
You
lie?
get syphilis.
Yeah.
Oh no, you mean bad stories for the monkey?
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, like they
wasn't
kill
that
it in
a
front of a
movie?
person or something, you know?
Where they eat monkey brains or some shit? Okay, never mind. I thought that was a movie.
No. It happens. I haven't seen it
Oh,
live. Like I haven't been
shit.
sitting at a restaurant. It's like, oh, what they having? Monkey brains. It's a lot of-
Syphilis, that's horrible. Jesus.
Well, I
mean,
can only
didn't-
imagine.
didn't-
I just made that up. You can only imagine that it's syphilis.
Oh, I thought monkeys started the HIV or
no,
wait,
monkeys didn't
like,
start
start
that.
like the monkey blood. I don't know. you
We're
read-
starting HIV.
No, like I don't know what it was. Like the
monkey,
blood.
It was
the
a
blood
monkey,
infected,
a monkey
right?
scientist.
Oh.
Well, no, the rumor has it. Can't even sound like a monkey.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that a flight steward had sex with a monkey or got scratched by a monkey.
Some shit, right?
And it's a bit like COVID.
Yeah, it's
COVID being tracked through another animal, then being cross-infected to another species makes it more robust.
Right,
and
right.
Same with AIDS, but no one really knows.
Okay, see, I don't even know.
But
yeah.
if you know, hit us up. Let us know. If you're a scientist out there, if you developed AIDS, we'd love to hear from you.
Beep. I'm just gonna walk out of that one.
I think it might be a marketing problem.
A little bit. If you have full blown AIDS, please hit us up.
Oh, Jesus,
DM his Twitter.
I was just asking. I actually, because I lived through the 80s.
Yeah,
that was the period. And there was a lot of misinformation going around and going out to the gay clubs and stuff. You know, people thought this by getting your vas deferens cut. Or, you know, what's it called? When you
vasectomy?
The vasectomy, getting a vasectomy. See how scientific I am? I can't remember the proper name we showed.
That's why I'm here for you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm here to back you up.
So when they get their brake cables cut, they thought that would stop them getting AIDS or stop them getting HIV. But all that stops is you procreating.
Yeah, procreating.
Doesn't stop bodily fluids.
Yep.
Which is kind of the issue.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting. And my brother, who's also gay, he had gone to a couple of passing parties. And it's people that had full-blown AIDS that all pop pills and party on, and this is like mid-80s, pop pills and party on and have a big house party, and the guest of honor who'd be, you know, in hospice, an ill person dying of full-blown AIDS, would pop too many pills and die throughout the evening of an overdose and, you know, too much, you know, Molly or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, well, they're dead, and everyone had party on, and they had a good send-off, and that's how they died.
Was that a thing?
That was a thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's actually a better way to die than just like dying out of like.
I mean, you can.
Oh God,
yeah.
You've chosen. That's why.
You've chosen.
That's why if you believe in the right for life, you have to believe in the right for death. That's why I believe. I think the two are hand in hand.
Hand in hand. I mean,
I think if you choose to live, you can choose to die.
Yeah.
I'm not a big component of suicide, obviously, but if you reach a certain age and you're terminal, I believe that you have the choice to say,
like euthanasia?
1, I don't want to be a burden. 2, I don't want to be in pain. 3, it's 100% certain I'm going to die in 6 months' time. Can I go out on my fucking terms, please?
Yeah.
Can I pop a pill or can I use the Kevorkian device or whatever device is available at the time? But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I see that. I see the argument. I'm more on that end too.
I think if you're
but you
right
expressed
for
it
life,
way better than I would ever said it myself.
I can't remember what I just said. Things just come out of me. That's the problem. I have to watch back the tape.
Luckily, we have a watch back. Exactly. Yeah. Well, that was a great segment for our week. All right. Cool.
I think so. Yeah. So again, if you know who made AIDS, let me know.
Yeah. Let him know. Specifically him. Just him.
But
Twitter. Harshyz.
Disclaimer: I'm gay and I went through the 80s, but I don't know. I mean, it's probably lazy, but it's like there's too much speculation as to how it all started. No one knows.
I mean, there's always like speculations about everything.
Honestly, we know so.
Like I just thought you were a lesbian.
Oh, nice.
But then I realized that you are a guy.
I am a guy.
I don't even know where that came from.
That was left field, dude. I was not ready for that.
Appropriate.
Is it the way I dress?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, dude, you spilled
a little bit. Yeah, I was laughing over it. No,
it's just drinking problem.
Just on my shirt. Don't worry about it. Fuck off. I actually have a little thing I want to talk to you specifically about my culture.
I didn't do it.
What? Right. You didn't touch me when I was younger.
No. Bus pass said 18.
In Philippines, we have a culture called Bakla. Have you heard of that?
Bakla.
It's like a gay culture in Philippines. Now, keep in mind, Philippines is a very Catholic country.
Yeah.
So there's a weird line being called like just the word gay and being called a bakla, which is a feminine woman that can go both ways.
Like the Indian transgender.
Yeah, like that. So we have this weird culture where we hate the gays, like the culture does, because Catholic. My parents really do not enjoy being, I hypothetically asked if me or my sibling would be gay, what would they do? They say just abandon us, right? Because they're really religious.
That's true parental
they're
love.
Really religious, They do Sunday mass and everything.
In God we trust.
Right. So My question is on your take on this. Bakla culture is gay guys, right? Are out. They're open. They're out of the closet.
Yeah.
But their cultures, they're not allowed to marry. They're not allowed to get into a relationship. They're just allowed to be themselves. However.
Are they used for ceremony? Is this the same way like weddings? Is it like a good luck talisman type of thing?
Sometimes.
Like we had a Bakla come
to
the
wedding. It's gonna be great. And then they're always like the party person.
It's a freak show.
It's a freak show.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just a freak show. What is your opinion on that?
It's for want of a better term.
Yeah, what is your
take
take on that since you are of the community? Because in my eyes, I'm like, what the fuck is this modern monstrosity?
It's obviously it's a society built around religion, so there's the main problem there.
Right.
So
Do you think it's like a get around, like, oh, you're Bakla, but you're not gay, like that? It's like a
loop. Well, they had to find a get around because I think what are they going to do? Start multiple executions? I mean, it is Philippines after all.
It is Philippines, yeah.
It's and I'm sure that there is a rather high death toll, if I could probably even make that estimation in the gay community there. But it's a strange one.
Yeah.
I just think it's fucking morbid. I think it's
very
fucking
morbid.
weird.
It's very morbid.
Either be or let be. I mean,
right.
what's the imposition on your life? How does it affect you? How does it, yes, it makes you feel uncomfortable. Well, fuck, a lot of things make me feel uncomfortable. Over macho men make me feel uncomfortable. Militant lesbians make me feel uncomfortable. But
okay.
You know what?
Yeah, I get that one.
Live and let live. I mean, Jesus. But as far as just because you're gay, I feel uncomfortable, therefore you have to be ostracized from a society. I think that's very outdated.
Talk to my parents,
It
please.
would only happen in a religious society or religious belief. There's no other way in which that would happen. Even in a communist government or a communist regime or a socialist regime, that doesn't happen. There's an understanding. It may be illegal as such, but it's not illegal as such. I mean, they passed a law with male rape about 4 years ago.
Here?
Whereas, before there was no such thing as male rape. Prostitutes existed. Male prostitutes existed, obviously, but they didn't have like the if a sex worker was raped, a male sex worker, as a part to a female sex worker, they couldn't report it.
Oh shit!
Now it's just you're bumming around, serves you right. But they actually
bumming around.
It's an English terminology. Rim shot.
Rim shot.
Actually, that fell in well, didn't it? Oh dear, coming up. Rim shot. That's a great name for a porn star, I reckon.
You don't think Johnny Sins is good enough?
What?
Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins.
Yeah. The man himself, the bald-headed superhero of the porn industry.
How do you know, bro?
Hey, he's everywhere, bro. Every single one I've watched is like Johnny Sins, the most popular. I'm like, might as well.
Johnny Sins, what nationality is he? American? No,
yeah.
of course. Yeah. I find Canadians always go, yeah, a lot. The Americans don't. You can always tell an American versus the Canadian.
Oh, I thought this was during sex. You just meant in conversation.
No, during sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a weird observation. I don't know what type of what region of porn you like to watch. I'm in the good old United States.
Yahtzee porn.
Yahtzee porn. Yikes. That's a big yikes.
No Yahtzee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Yahtzee. Yahtzee. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, I want a ciggy. Anybody else?
Are we having a station break?
Station break. I think that's a good intro.
We'll be back right after this.
We'll be right back. And we're back.
Yeah.
You first.
Oh, no. That worked quite well. So we've had a wardrobe change there.
Yeah, I spilled a little too much martini on my shirt. Luckily, none on your carpet, so you should be happy about
okay.
that.
It's spill proof.
Oh.
I work in here, man. It's got to be. That wrong,
yeah. Spill proof.
Stain proof too?
Being in a soundproof room, all you do is lay some plastic, get rid of those annoying people.
There are a lot of blunt instruments.
Why do you think I have an industrial shredder?
I'll call you next time.
No problem.
Yeah. All right.
So what do you got?
Oh, yeah. I want to talk
notes?
about a
Come
couple things I wrote.
Whoa.
Excuse my handwriting, but there are a couple of things that came out in the past
I don't have to
week.
read it, luckily.
No, luckily.
Hey, it's cleaner than mine.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mine's a prescription.
Definitely. But mine looks like a 3-year-old wrote it, but still. Good
To
enough.
your point.
All right, my first topic here is Bella Thorne OnlyFans. Is it a scam? Now, who knows who Bella Thorne
I
is?
know nothing about it. My
I
head
have
is up my ass. with
never
this.
But do you know
heard
who
of
Bella
Bella
Thorne
Thorne,
is?
no.
She's
No.
like a celebrity, I guess.
No.
That's the easiest way to explain it without getting to all the things.
So she's
And-
millennial.
Millennial, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And
that's why.
OnlyFans is a site where you pay for pretty much whatever. So it's a service. It's like Instagram.
Craigslist?
It's like Instagram, but you post like whatever you want, and it's a paid service, right? So let's say you want to post you making showing your asshole. Go to OnlyFans, $15 for a daily picture of your asshole shot. So it's like paid porno, pretty much. OnlyFans.com, check it out. And so there have been a lot of like YouTubers and celebrities hopping on this train. Bella Thorne just happens to be
Oh
the
yeah,
most
because of
notable
the way
one.
YouTubers become really strict and you can't
Right,
show your
it's
asshole
strict.
on there
Exactly.
anymore
It's also a really hard source of income. So people on OnlyFans, and there's a documentary on some streaming device where they document people on OnlyFans who make a living off of it, making 40 grand, 20 grand a month or some shit,
Wow.
just off showing their boobs or some shit, right? So Bella Thorne is in controversy because she misled the public.
Oh.
Oh,
What did she release? Well, hang on. Pause for suspense.
She said there'd be more risque pictures on OnlyFans, but it's only of her in underwear.
Oh my goodness! But depending on your belief, what is risque?
Exactly. So a lot of her fans,
If it's on a Muslim, if it's well, no. Like if you're a strict Catholic, I say, let's cover that. If you're a strict Catholic or a strict Christian, or
right. That
then that
underwear
would be
might be
risque.
risque, yeah,
Very risque.
But it's the modern age where 16-year-olds can access porn, so that's
Yeah.
not risque at all.
Yeah.
But it's a
Is
thing
she
that
hot at least?
she's attractive, I guess, but
Okay.
it's weird because they're calling it a scam because you pay like $15 for like the
yeah,
premium.
but if you keep on paying
Right.
and you're not getting a delivery service,
Right.
Why do you keep paying?
Who's the mug here?
Hey, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But the public has a weird way of twisting these
I've
things.
been coming on this site for 6 months and she keeps on promising me she's going to be risque and still she's in her underwear.
Exactly.
And dude,
Exactly. So
withdraw your credit card.
I have a question I wrote here. It's like, what would you do on OnlyFans if you were desperate for money? Like all these people hopping on
Well,
there.
you do say the word desperate, right?
Yeah, desperate. Because
It wouldn't involve a jar,
look,
that's for sure.
Look, if celebrities are hopping onto it, people who have notable, public notoriety are hopping onto a site where the lowest of low like income people will do anything to earn a little bit of income.
Like scat painting and shit
Right,
like
exactly.
that.
And stuff. Yeah, exactly. So, what would you do on OnlyFans? I have an idea of what I would do.
Oh, yeah, you start. Go.
I would just pucker up my asshole, just for all.
Well, no one's going to see your head.
Unless
just-
exactly. So I'm always just gonna be bent, and I'm gonna earn.
Actually,
$15.
that's a great idea.
Right.
I'd put a face on mine.
Right.
I'd make it smoke cigars. Or do animal impressions. A moose. A cow.
Shit.
A camel.
Will anything come out?
A regurgitating pig.
So we
That's
know your
VIP
answer on
level.
that. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
tiers too. There's
Yeah.
tiers. Yeah. So there's
And
15,
if you want to see
30,
regurgitating
yeah,
pig,
60.
that's at least $30.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're going towards two
And
girls
would-
in one cup now.
and I would hit an audience threshold.
Yeah.
If I didn't hit that threshold,
Yeah, you wouldn't
there's
do
going to
it.
be no regurgitating pig.
Exactly. So that's the OnlyFans service. What would you do? It's
Me?
like it's pretty much like you can find any niche on there paid. It's like Pornhub but paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Pornhub you can pay too.
I mean that's like the
Oh, no, you get
like,
a membership.
You get a membership, but this one's like you straight up just pay for a subscription.
and it's really popular, right? It's quite a
It
huge...
got popular, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of like YouTubers are using it too. Like there's legit YouTubers posting nudes on OnlyFans, and you never ever like put that two
Cross
together.
them over.
Yeah, cross them over until this site got popular.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really
There's-
creative. Who came
I'm-
up with that?
I have no clue who to credit OnlyFans. But
Whoever created that site,
but
that's a genius.
I do know the YouTuber who like propelled it is a guy named Nikocado Avocado. He's like this. He's
Wow.
either gay or bisexual YouTuber who like flaunts about his sex life and stuff in mukbangs
Or non-gendered.
or non-gendered, whatever he fucking calls it. And there's someone who reviewed his OnlyFans said there's a lot of pictures of him either showing his penis, sucking penis, or showing his asshole and balls. So I'm like, cool,
Okay.
cool. A YouTuber,
So he's,
right?
so he's a shy guy.
He's a shy guy, yeah. So it's a 2 million subscriber YouTuber just straight up has a hey, pay for all my fans pay me for my asshole type of situation, you know? And he's making bank, you know what I mean?
You know, normally when you click on a YouTube page and it says see more,
yeah.
you're
It's
seeing
like
behind
there.
the scenes,
yeah,
not
yeah,
seeing in behind the scenes.
In the behind
you know?
the scenes,
So-
exactly. Yeah, so it's like there's this weird blend of what we, you know, what space we're trying to break into, which is the YouTube space, and all these risque type of normalizing the crossover of, you know, it used to be called scandals, now it's called OnlyFans type of situation.
Yeah. Well, what is scandalous these days? It's all about where you sit and what you're comfortable with.
Right.
That's what a scandal is. I mean, a scandal to my grandparents would have been a girl wearing a high skirt. That would have been scandalous. Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Holding the hand of someone else that wasn't her brother.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, sorry. I'm actually,
that's weird.
I was a little confused there.
I'm actually
Brother, what?
I'm actually Appalachian, but you know that's. But no, you know, like if you're being unaccompanied by, you know, a gentleman suitor, you would normally go out with your brother.
Okay,
And
got
he
it.
would be
Got
the-
it.
He would be
Yeah,
your.
as-
he
I
I
would
like
see
that
it.
you specified.
Us
you know?
millennials over here don't even hold our siblings' hands, so I don't know what the fuck that's about.
I don't have a
Yeah,
sibling.
true. Well, especially now, COVID-19, you could be a carrier. Sibling beware.
All right, before we move on to the topic, what would you do in OnlyFans?
He was hoping we were.
Yeah,
He was
I know,
hoping-
right? I saw his face.
No,
like,
no. I was actually
we already
thinking this whole
answered.
time. I was thinking
Oh,
about.
yeah, so what would you
Wow,
do?
you
So-
And it has to be on the level of risque. It can't just be like, I'm going to post my fucking YouTube videos there.
Yeah.
My premium YouTube videos. You have to do some risque. Both of us is around the terms of assholes. So, or...
Okay, so something fun would be like taking a shit from the balcony and filming how the shit falls onto the camera
That's
lens.
a niche.
You could do a
That's a niche.
You could do a twofer. If you have a couple of good quality mics, it could be ASMR as well. You're like,
But no. I said it falls on the camera lens.
oh.
And the second camera films the shit falling on the camera lens. So
And
that's
then
a
it cuts
double
to
shot.
and then it cuts to the first one.
You know what I would do? I would actually put a pane of glass
throw
over
up.
the camera.
Oh, yeah, to keep it
and
safe.
then let it dry in the sun
Oh,
and
no.
sell it as art.
Oh, no. Oh. Jesus fucking
You can't
Christ.
just throw that away, mate. That's a part of you.
No, but also getting the aim from the top of the balcony.
That's a fucking-
from the asshole
You gotta-
to the camera.
It's coming from
We
that way.
a nor'easterly at about 7 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. Plus, you gotta like train your bowels to make it like to have a hard shit.
Yeah, but it has to be not runny, otherwise.
Yeah,
you'll go-
exactly. It can't
Well,
be
no.
diuretic.
Well, that's the thing. You
Oh
can have,
no! Oh no!
I call this one the whippy. Yeah. And you can do different levels,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
first floor, second floor.
Yeah.
third floor. I don't know what
From
the neighbors are going to
Burj
think.
Khalifa, you know.
Yeah, Burj
From
Khalifa.
tallest building. It'll fly into the desert.
And if it lands like within a meter of the meter of the
win.
bullseye, man,
It's a win. It's a win. Your dude perfect.
Hey, you
with
wanted
shit.
an answer. There you go.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
man.
Yo, we
that-
were basic as
that's-
fuck.
Yeah, we were fucking
Yeah, we're
beige.
basic,
That's
dude.
that's
Holy
creative.
shit, yeah, props.
Yeah,
You
right,
win.
man.
You
Cool,
win this,
cool,
My
bro.
liege.
Yeah, you win this. You win this debate right here. Cool. All right.
So when are you going to start selling me out?
I had a life before this. You know?
I just keep on seeing the wind come up now.
Every breeze you feel downstairs.
We were worried about dragon warnings before. Yeah.
Now it's shit showers.
Yeah. It could be severe scat around 5 p.m.
Well,
Oh my god. Take a breather. All right.
All right, what else you got?
I have. Oh, this one can be more your forte. Upcoming election, how it will be handled in the United States.
Oh, man.
United
no one
States
knows.
of America.
Biden,
No
Yeah,
one knows.
Biden
no
or Trump.
one knows. I've been trying to like. There's
It-
like a bunch of ways they might be handling it.
It's
You know?
if you listen to right wing, they got one form. You listen to alt left wing, they got one form. You listen to centralist, you got one thing. You listen to libertarian, which I actually consider myself a libertarian.
That's the one, the middle one,
Well,
libertarian.
no, libertarian is definitely not middle. It's like one shave off being right
Yeah,
wing. alt.
yeah. But it's closer to the middle than
Yeah,
you know.
but I always consider myself libertarian, but I think I'm much more progressive and or centralist because libertarian is just a bee's dick off being a right wing alt.
Yeah.
I'm a member on a couple of pages on Facebook, and it's just horrifying the way they carry on. Absolutely horrifying. But as for mate, I have no idea. I mean, the fact that out of 36 primary candidates, or we're about 36, 33 primary candidates, we ended up with these two. Oh, and Kanye. Like, what the fuck?
Well,
Seriously, he's running?
He invited himself in.
Yeah, he invited himself.
It's Kanye. It's the fucking VMA Awards again. Yeah. You know, he just jumps up on stage.
That's a throwback.
Was it VMAs?
Yeah.
He just hops up on stage again and, hey, I'm Kanye. Buy my shoes.
Hey, ruining the shit. Yeah.
Just, but God told him to do that. Did you
Yeah.
God told me. That's why I spent $50 million and started my own church. No, you didn't, darling. You started your own church because you have a fucking God complex.
Yeah. I love Kanye, though, just saying. I love his
work.
I love his work.
The man is a fucking mess.
No, he's an entertaining piece of shit, though. Yeah. I love it.
Piece of shit's probably the word.
I'm like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do this year, Kanye? Election. Go for it. I might just watch this train wreck.
But, you know, for someone, and this is by no means a besmirch on people with mental health issues. I mean, I have
it's like his fucking breakdown, on social media.
He is bipolar, depression, and stuff like that. That you can't have someone like that with their finger on the button. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you.
Yes,
I'm
there
with you.
There is someone like that with their finger on the button. That just sort of got by us.
I'm with you, yeah.
But you can't. I'm sorry. You have to be of sound mind. And how Trump ended up in there, I've no idea. Well, being a sociopath and being of sound mind are two very different things, I guess. He's of sound mind. He's just a cunt.
He's a cunt. Yeah. Sorry,
Kanye. Cunt. You gotta say cunt. It's gotta be really Australian. You gotta say, hey, you cunt.
You fucking cunt.
That's
yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Nice.
I've been around you too much.
Apologies to the religious. You
Circling back.
You've switched channels by now. Who am I fooling? You're on Kanye's channel. But yeah, I really look to draw it out. But I really have no idea.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the general consensus.
It is speculated that if it's close and Trump loses, it's going to be a fucking hell of a time getting him out of the White House. I think he'll be dragged out kicking and screaming. Then there's also the hypothesis that maybe this is why he wants to cause trouble with the mailing ballots, because you can't control mailing ballots, but you can control electronic ballots. Yeah. Even though it's supposed to be foolproof, it's still electronic media. Yeah, you can alter it. Numbers can be altered. Things can be hacked. Like, come on. The guy has the reports for the CDC going through him now, so that we only get the edited reports from the CDC. Now, how does that work? So
I don't know how he got that power to do that shit.
He vetoed shit. He is the only president in history that has used so many powers of veto. But none of them are for good. Yeah, none of them are for good. They're all for personal gain.
Own benefit.
But yeah, mate, look, Biden, I'm not a big fan. Like, I've been having sort of a friendly bitch fight with a mate of mine, Zen, online, and she was here and moved back to the States. And then she goes, I don't think I'll vote. And I'm like, you've got to vote. You've got to vote. Even if it was Hitler and Mussolini, you've got to vote. You've got to pick one or the other, because this is why we're in the situation, or the world, not just America. I think Americans forget that they are a super-nation. They are the most powerful nation in the world, per se, both financially and militarily, apart from Russia and China, but they don't have as much amp. That what they do affects everyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's your response. If you're calling yourself a world power, then fucking behave like one. Vote. I mean, vote. That asshole needs to get out. Yeah. You need to get out, because even if you're not voting for Biden, you're voting for the replacement of Ginsburg. You know, the next High Court judge. His vice president is going to be the next Bader Ginsburg. Yeah. So think of it that way. But people aren't. There's no thought. There's no education process about voting. It's just a giant bitch fest. That's all it is.
There's like no education to a point where people have to make fundraisers for educational purposes. Like, bro, you guys need to.
And then you've got pundits.
Yeah.
And no one knows the difference between a pundit and someone that's freely giving them advice. Yep. A pundit makes hundreds of thousands of dollars talking about the government or their preferred person to be voted for, whether it be local, state, or federal. The problem is you don't know the difference. You don't know if they're just a friend talking well about them, right? Or they're actually being paid $100,000 a month to speak on behalf of them, right? Because again, there's no education. Blurry line, right? Yeah, the word pundit. I don't even know what the word pundit. Yeah, it does. The pundit sounds like something that would be on that channel. You would
OnlyFans.
I think The Rock should be the president.
Thank you for your.
No. You know what?
You know why? Hear me out. Because we'll get a proper White House movie done. The Rock, right?
All right.
Yeah, he could star as himself. No, but the thing is, you will find that most people that aren't politically minded. I mean, gone the days. Well, no, I'm not even going to say that because. Have you ever seen the movie? It's Adam. I've lost it. President Camacho. And it's about the future where the world is basically that they water the lawn with Gatorade.
This sounds like a satire.
No, it'll come back soon. It is one of the lost it. It's a great movie, but this is where we're at right now. And gone the days of having even people that used to be movie stars being presidents.
Right.
At least they have style and grace, and they were at least in Congress or at least politically minded before they went in.
Right.
Now you don't even need that.
Yeah. You can
now
just
you
go
just need to
in.
be a celebrity. Now you do, but you will also find that most people that are balanced won't.
Yeah.
Most people that have a life won't, because when I wanted to go into politics many years ago, a good mate of mine who is very politically minded turned around and says, "Don't do it, because you will go in with the correct intentions and you'll become part of the machine." Every single person that goes into politics has become part of the machine, only to exist. You have to. You have to. You will never, ever find anyone in politics that is truly altruistic. It does not exist. You have to play the game. You have to. It is a fucking gentleman's club. It's a game.
Damn.
And that's the sad thing.
Gentleman's club, I like that.
So all the good intentions that you may possibly have, you have to literally basically suck dick and put up with bullshit in order to get what you have done. Say you want to vote to save the starving children. They will append, we want another $3 billion tagged onto our daily war expenditure. And then unless you pass that tack on, they won't pass your Feed the Children bill. That's how it works. Yeah. You will find that every good bill that is passed throughout the world, no matter how good the bill is, you look back, you'll see what's tacked on. And I guarantee you it's a complete opposite to what they're doing.
Holy shit.
It's just the way it works.
That part I didn't really look into that part. But
Well, that's how people get things passed.
Interesting.
It's a twofer.
It's a twofer, yeah. Interesting. Wow.
Reality
then what do you
sucks.
think about Parks and Rec then? A TV show based entirely on how the government is
I
especially local government.
I don't follow it religiously, but I love it when an episode's on.
Yeah.
I do love it. I think Amy,
yeah.
she's really, really good because her schooling in acting is improv. And she works it.
It looks like Parks and Rec is mostly improv.
Yeah, it does, huh? It does. Very cleverly done.
So, do you think the message of Parks and Rec has something to do with what you're saying? Because there's a lot of things about where you're saying that I'm like thinking about
it's a total piss
shit.
take.
It took them like 3 years for that.
Parks and Rec
park
is showing how things work.
Right.
But they're making light of it. But that is reality. I mean, obviously it's amp.
Yeah, it's amp, but
it's
scary.
Definitely reality.
That's scary. Holy shit. All right. Thank you, Parks and Rec, for teaching me how.
What about you? What's your take on the whole politics, American politics?
That's pretty much it. I was as confused as he is. Like, what the fuck's going on there? Especially with the whole COVID thing happening too, making people socially distance vote or some shit.
The fact that they made the pandemic a fucking political
they made
tool.
a political movement.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
How do you possibly do that? I mean, and oh man, I just think it's vile that you make a health crisis political.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. Absolutely
it's
disgusting.
fucking dumb.
And you should be
just
fucking ashamed of yourselves.
All right, man. It's like I don't know. I keep up with this shit just because a lot of my friends are the Western.
I just want to stay in this studio, make nice things, and drink martinis.
Cut the martinis out, and then I'll be here because I'm having trouble. But I've
got some single malt.
I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to see what you tasted.
Have 8 of those, and then you'll feel you'll understand.
It tastes a bit like the aftertaste of vomit.
Pretty much. Yeah. You pretty much nailed it in the head there. It's
plus an olive on top is like one of those pieces of food that
like
comes out of your, and then you pick it up and you put it back in your mouth.
There's nothing left. Oh yeah.
I'm in the wrong crowd.
Hey, every time we get a little different alcohol here. So, last time it was scotch, this time martini, next time we can be different, So.
Yeah, next time can be,
we got
just straight up tequila.
We can do vodka, 40%?
Fuck no, I hate vodka. We can do a tequila shot per topic, so it's like the start and at the end, and then see how far we can go.
Yeah, we're going to cover about 8 topics.
No problem.
Oh, tequila. Oh, no, we could go forever.
Exactly.
It'll be off mic. It'll be a headset day that day. For
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. Just have it follow us everywhere. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the topic. Yeah.
No, I reckon that'll be one of our lives. I reckon we have to do that at a pub.
Oh.
And we'll just radio pack up.
Holy shit.
So we're not attached to anything, because the worst thing is being drunk and attached to something.
Yeah,
we'll break shit.
We should hire a BTS person too while
What
us three are podcasting, and we go up for a beer. They should just follow us around everywhere.
What about a pisser
Make
break?
a mini
you know?
doc out of that? Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, right.
This is the place
make a
to
mini
do
doc.
it.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
going to say, you want cheap labor? Here we are. But the reality is, comparatively to what we'd normally pay to have a crew, to get
like
stuff
anywhere
done,
else.
you know, like really. I mean,
In
look,
China,
$1,000 gets me an assistant for a month.
What?
It would $1,000
Here?
Yes.
But what kind of assistant?
A fluffer.
I always like to specify, you know.
You're very savvy, sir. No, like I could get one, probably not, 3 or 4 days a week, but considering the average salary is 10,000 RMB,
Yeah.
that's okay. That's $2,000.
Yep.
Okay, and that's all you need is one person that that has talent.
Yeah.
Can you cut? Yep. Can you do sound? Yep. Can you do lighting? Yep. Okay. I'd like to haggle about the price. I'm going to pay you 15. I'm going to pay you 8,500 RMB. That's
And they're like, yeah.
yeah. I reckon they could. God, I sound like one of those horrible Americans that come over here, don't I?
You're actually American deep down. You don't know it yet.
Mm.
The more we do this podcast, the more it's gonna reveal about you.
Oh my God, I'm going to be like changing sexuality. It's just going to come out.
Please don't.
I'm going to come out.
Not live, okay?
I'm going to come out as a straight, hateful American.
Yeah, exactly. A right winger too.
Fully right.
You're fully right.
A full right
You're
winger.
gonna walk in with your guns and shit. What the fuck? Props?
Yeah, no props. Oh, talking of props, I was looking for breakaway glass this morning.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're going to have an episode. We're going to break bottles over each other's heads and some ashtrays. I think that'll be fun.
He's
Not real
quiet
ones.
for a reason.
Not real ones.
He's like,
I'm thinking about how strong Kenneth's head is. I mean,
bro, my head is huge.
I do.
So like,
it's all
which
bone.
head? Which head?
It's all bone and cartilage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can survive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can survive. Yeah, no problem. I'm worried about yours, dude. You look like if you fucking smash something, you might pass out. Just saying.
Well, we'll see.
Tiny
No, I
ass
think he's a
looking
bit
head.
like Mechanica. He's one of those machines. We just don't know.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. Let's get the break bottles. You know?
He's from that part of the world. Oh, yeah. Russians. They breed them. He wasn't birthed. He was made.
He was made in a lab.
Hey there.
Secretly.
Secretly, yeah. Not
Sorry
anymore.
about that. Spilled the beans. Oopsie.
Don't go spilling beans.
Yeah.
Beans are good. Right, what else you got?
All right. New movies we watched recently. Mine is Project Power and The Old Guard. Both mediocre films. Do not watch
The
them.
Old Guard.
Mulan, please tell me you watched it.
I watched.
yeah.
I
My
watched.
God, I could speak about that for 30 minutes.
I
honestly.
watched a.
Yeah, but honey, it wasn't the animation. Were you upset because it wasn't a musical?
Wait.
I didn't watch the animation.
So he's
I
totally
watched it
unbiased.
from zero.
Yeah.
So-
okay. I liked the heart about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was it's a Disney movie. It's Disney, so it's gonna be the way it is. I'm not sick. We watched it the other night when you called in. I was like, we're watching it now.
I watched half of it.
I enjoyed it only because I enjoyed the story. Everything else, you're absolutely right.
I can talk from the half movie perspective. I didn't like the main lead actress. She's kind of dead in terms of acting. You know, there's no emotion to her, in my opinion. She seemed like
suits the role perfectly.
You think so? Because I think a lot of even not even the animation speaking, but like Mulan is supposed to be a very
Robust
out there girl,
Yeah.
right? So
It was
it's
a
like,
bit
and she's
sedate.
just like,
Yeah.
what up?
I was told
She and shit, fam.
I was
She and
told
shit.
there were supposed to be like 4 comedic reliefs in the animated story, right?
There's two. There's there's four. Dragon,
apparently.
Cricket, those two
Yeah.
soldiers, friends of
Since
hers.
I never watched the animation, I just went into it watching it like a proper movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
From
unbiased.
cinematography point of view,
I want to hear from you.
beautiful
Oh, yeah.
cinematography.
I mean, it's
Beautifully shot.
Disney. Like
Colors,
Yeah.
Wonderful crane work, wonderful
Yeah.
principal
man,
colors.
that was
Yeah.
just perfect. And they got the Chinese culture right.
Absolutely. Well,
They have Chinese actors,
The,
yeah.
the town. Oh, yeah, it was multiple.
Like Jet
it was
Li.
a perfect
yeah,
co-pro.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the city where she lived is actually a Chinese town.
Wow.
It's-
Okay.
I don't know whether it actually shot it there, but it's actually mimicked off that.
Yes.
Nice.
And a lot of Chinese movies have been made there, like the karate comedy movies and stuff were made in that actual location.
Oh, like was that Drunken Master?
Yeah.
he's in
Jackie
that little
Chan's,
town.
right?
Jackie Chan, yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was good.
But everything else about the editing was not great.
No, it was awkward.
Why was it
awkward.
A bit staccato.
Yeah.
Why was it so? There was so many cuts. There was.
I thought I missed stuff.
Yeah.
I thought I actually missed
Yep,
stuff. And
yep.
it's supposed to be time degradation.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd actually missed a point.
But they fucked up the montage, which is why you're like, is this a passing of time or is this happening
they
in one
should have
day?
played the music.
Yeah.
This is a montage.
Yeah, like it was like a quiet montage, right? I got to that point, then a little bit over, then I stopped because I couldn't watch. It was a DVD rip. It wasn't even good quality, but still.
Okay, and
I've got some
the thing
sights
that
for
didn't
you.
make sense, the witch, the lady, right? When the last shot, spoiler alert for people who didn't watch it.
I watched the review. So
Turn away
spoil it.
now. It does contain
Yeah,
spoilers.
just spoil it. Just spoil
Okay,
it for me. I'm not gonna
that
watch
arrow shot. She's an amazing witch. She gets hit by an arrow and dies while killing everyone else before.
And she's a witch.
How do you, she can turn into anything, into bats and all that stuff?
Okay, you know what my complaint was about that? Is they had like 2 months to prepare because they knew the witch was coming to take over the Emperor's palace.
Yes.
She's a fucking witch. So what? Is she walking there?
I
Like,
mean,
and how do they find out? Hey, Gary, don't tell anyone, but in 2 months' time, I'm going to take over the Emperor's palace. So they had time to prepare.
And there was-
why didn't the witch just turn up? It's got lemon all
yeah,
over
it's good.
it.
That's
Nice.
good
Nice,
shit
that.
right there. Yeah.
Why did it
Bougie.
take? Why didn't she just? She could have just turned up without. But then there's no storyline or plot. I get that.
Yeah, but there was a hole in it too when Mulan came back to the general and said that the emperor was going to get attacked. They didn't ask where you get the information from. She just walked in and they said, "Yes, we'll believe in her." What the hell?
But
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, is that when after she
After the
with-
avalanche
After she
thing.
exposed
Oh, yeah,
herself
yeah,
and
yeah.
she comes back like,
No,
where did
no,
you get the
Mulan
information?
does not expose herself. as such.
That's on xvideos.com.
She. Okay.
Hey, I'm here for this.
Mulan was a disappointment. Actually, what I did was after that, I opened Instagram, and then I
This movie's shit.
no. I put on Pink Panther, and I filmed part of Pink Panther, and I wrote the best part about watching Mulan 2020 was watching Pink Panther afterwards.
That's good. That's good. I rate that.
Makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, man. Any other new
Honestly.
movies?
The new guard. Who was in
The
that?
old
I'm
guard,
pretty
the
sure
old
the old
guard.
guard.
Charlize Theron.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
That was an interesting concept.
I must
It
have
was
been in a- I
purely
must-
executed.
I must have been in a
opinion.
Scotch haze with that one because I know I've watched it.
Yeah,
Charlize Theron, short hair.
Immortal,
She was immortal.
mercenaries.
But not for long.
Finding a new one
Yeah.
that came out,
Yep,
like a
yep,
little
yep,
black girl, right? Black girl?
Yes,
Yeah.
the black girl. She became the new guard.
Yeah, the new
Yes.
guard. Yeah, the old guards bring up the new guard and
That's
teaching
right.
them how
Oh,
to
that's
use
right.
their
Because
powers.
your eternal life. That's right. And they kept on finding eternal life.
Yeah,
from
from
different
different-
wards.
yep.
And
Yeah.
yes, I did watch it.
Yes.
And it was a Scotch haze.
I mean, I don't blame you. It was a pretty dragged out movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these new 2020 movies, man.
2020. I feel
They're
like
not
they're like
even- they're not
C-grade
even-
movies.
I
you know?
think people are mistaking storyline with too much dialogue.
No, I think it's the execution of that concept. That concept would have been great.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like that generational concept of
you see,
immortality.
what they try and do is they try and take a 40-minute movie
yeah,
and
yeah,
make
yeah.
it 120
and 120.
minutes.
Yeah. They stretch
That's
it
the
out.
problem.
Right.
That's the problem.
But there are movie ideas like that. They're like, that's a great short film.
Yeah.
They're shorts in the fucking
they
sentence.
take
span,
a
yeah.
100-pager
Yeah.
and make it 300 pages.
Exactly.
It's not
exactly.
going to work.
So it's like,
It's like when they did Lord of the Rings and they shortened it to 1 hour and a half, and that was amazing. And then, have you watched the extended versions of Lord of the Rings?
I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
that would be a fucking
well, that's the thing. I would never have followed this series had I watched the extended versions.
oh
Right.
shit.
I
I
only
see you.
watched necessary.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
No one wants to see 5 minutes of aerial shot. Or a 5-minute establishment shot.
But for 2000, Lord of the Rings kind of blew
Oh,
it, you know?
look, considering this is the guy that made the Feebles.
I haven't watched
Oh
Feebles.
my God.
What the fuck
Okay,
is
so
that?
Peter
Jackson, right?
Peter Jackson, one of his first movies was called Meet the Feebles. And it's basically crackhead Muppets.
Oh, okay, so we gotta watch that.
Almost destroyed. Well, it pretty much took him off the radar of being a director for a long time.
I wonder why.
Okay, hippos having sex. Oh, look at machine gunning hippos. It was
That
fucked
sounds
up. Oh,
fucking
it's
awesome.
great. It
Maybe
is
he knows on
definitely.
something.
Maybe,
Huh?
yeah,
He was on something.
He
at
was-
that
Oh,
point.
you would have to be.
Maybe
To
he
watch
started
it, you
the
have to be.
How about filming it?
Yeah, well, yeah. But it's definitely a trip. Meet the Feebles. Look it up.
I'll check it out. I'll check it
I
out.
think I've got a copy of it actually on my drive.
Oh, nice. Nice. All right.
Meet
So,
the
what
Feebles.
about you? What do you think about the latest movies?
I watched Project Power recently.
Oh man.
That movie was, well, first of all, had YouTuber Casey Neistat in it.
Actually, the only reason why I
Yeah.
watched
The
because I
only
watched
reason why-
Casey
'cause I watched his vlog.
Yeah, I watched
so I was
Casey
like-
Neistat's vlog, and
I was
in
like,
the vlog he said he was gonna do a movie.
Project Power.
And then I downloaded the movie. And
First
then
of all,
watched
I
it.
will say he has the worst dubbing in that movie. He goes, "Hey, watch it," but it's like in a loud city, So you're like, "What? What the fuck?" You replay. Hey, watch it. Okay, it was a dub. All right, just making sure. But other than that, the cinematography.
Jamie Foxx was.
was.
He's always on
Dude,
his game.
Jamie Foxx is always good in like whatever
he's
he does.
in any
yeah.
game. In any
Yeah,
video.
Jamie Foxx is very.
He's
yeah,
always good. Like
he's
no matter
firing
what.
all the time.
Always like. I don't know.
I would suggest if you want to watch just something mindless, watch Project Power because I just turned my brain off at like 11 p.m. It's just like.
Yeah, but that movie kind of made no sense.
It's a pill that gives you random powers. It's a very,
that was
but they
so
don't
bad.
explain how it. Yeah.
They should have
I
done
know.
a bit of science.
They
to
should have
it.
been a
There
little
was
bit of
no science
explaining. I know,
added.
but still, but if you're mindless like Jamie Foxx shooting the fuck out of people, beating up random homeless people, fuck yeah, I'm all for that shit. You know?
Oh yeah, that's a Saturday
wasn't
afternoon.
that guy Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah,
in it?
Machine Gun. Nah, fuck him. He's an annoying prick. But
Machine Gun. Have you heard of
He's
Eminem and Eminem? You've heard of Eminem?
Oh yeah, no, Eminem.
Have you heard of Machine Gun Kelly?
No. Well, I have
he's
heard.
a-
Okay,
but
I'll play you
millennial
I'll
fighter.
play you a song where
Right, it's
Eminem
copyright, bro.
destroys.
It's
Not
copyright.
here, not right now, but
Oh.
I'll play you a song where Eminem completely destroys Machine Gun Kelly, and Machine Gun Kelly kind of got propelled into fame
because of it.
because of that.
Smart.
You know, the whole thing. It was a very smart marketing thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
But he was in the movie, and I'm like, why?
He was deformed in the
Why are
movie.
you here in these
Don't
B
watch the
tier
movie.
fucking movies, man? He's always in these B tier movies, but whatever.
Honestly, I want to do one thing. I want to take a movie, I want to cut it, and cut out parts that are boring, and just compile into a movie and watch that.
But how do you know if it's boring or not? If it's
To
not
me.
important. That's gonna be the temp.
He does that with his porn
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Yeah. He's like, oh, it's the first
He
3
cuts it and
minutes.
color grades it.
Sometimes
yeah.
I put 4 pictures at the same time, split screen, bro.
Oh yeah. Gotta get that POV.
You know, I jokingly joked once that I want to be if my career path didn't take off, I'll be a porn director. He's making me doubt that.
I was
A.
actually approached to do porn.
Really?
Not to direct porn. I was cute when I was younger. But no, as a director, and it was in Australia, and I was just like, dude, no.
I would have said, fuck yeah.
No.
Put that in the resume.
Look, despite the way I talk and carry on, I am a prude. I really am. It's all a facade. I am very much a prude. Like if it was for a good cause, I'd walk around the street pantsless. But when it comes to stuff like that, I'm too embarrassing.
You don't think making the hit AMV awarded porno movie of the year, don't want to put that in your
being
resume?
the director behind the scenes, managing the lighting with 20 people while 2 people hump.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
no, more oil.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
fluff up.
Yeah. Fluff! Hey! We don't pay you for nothing.
You know what? If I was a porn director or a producer on set, I would have like a schmeeble as the fluff up.
That's fucking
Or Dobby.
horrifying.
Like
a Dobby?
Dobby.
Just a 4-foot man?
Dobby.
Just a 4-foot...
Oh.
It's like a 4-foot man tries to fluff.
Instead of a socky as a condom. I'm free. You know?
Well, Harry Potter ruined.
yeah.
No, go to Pornhub. Harry Potter ruined there.
Oh, I don't.
I have too much free time.
I'm more for. I love TV series. Like The Boys series 2 is now out.
I'm excited. I
haven't
I
watched
watched
it.
the first
I haven't
3
watched,
episodes last night.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched season 2 yet.
It's good?
Yeah. I know what. It's no. Don't wait.
Okay.
No spoilers. It's just fast paced and it's got a good storyline.
I think
and
season 1 was really
and
good
they're all
paced.
such assholes.
I love it.
They're all
I love
such
it.
assholes.
I
It's
love
like it eats away at that whole goody two shoes
Yeah.
of being. It's very much like what was the movie where they had the bowler, and they were all the superheroes and she.
The blue guy. The blue
something
guy.
men.
There's a
Two
blue
and a
guy
Half
in there,
Men.
right?
No.
It's
And there's I forget. Oh my god, I'm massive mental blanks today.
you know what this one, Dr. Manhattan.
Yes. Dr. Manhattan, and how it was all like commercialized. Watchmen.
Shit, man.
And how they
Watchmen.
sold themselves
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, they sold
Actually,
themselves.
no, that's not what I'm thinking of. But same style of thing. And this just shows the assholeness of being a celebrity. You know how they got publicists and stuff like that. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, I love
love
that
it.
So
idea,
if I would
yeah.
start to watch Boys season 2 straight off without watching season 1,
You would not get it.
Well, he might. The assholeness.
No,
well,
but
are
the
you
first-
calling me a
the-
retard, or
Yes, I'm calling you a
are you
fucking
calling the
retard.
TV show stupid?
I'm
No,
calling you stupid.
you're not calling him a retard.
Oh,
We're
sorry,
calling you
sorry.
on the
That's- dude, that-
spectrum.
I'm calling you on the spectrum.
That's offensive.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm calling you on the spectrum. Yeah, no, because season 1 sets up these characters. That's why you need
Yeah,
to know.
and it's
Like
the
if you
setup.
watch season
It's
2,
the-
you're just skipping all this.
You'll
amount.
still get
No,
the
you
storyline
get the
that they're
storyline,
assholes and damaged.
but
But the story.
there's
as
a
to why-
story.
How,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
long is the one episode?
I think it's an hour, right?
Each episode's like an hour.
But it's
yeah.
like
Holy
10,
shit, that's
10
too long.
episodes per
Yeah.
season
That's too
or
long,
something.
bro.
Yeah.
20 minutes. That's
No.
all I can take.
No, oh my god, you're so millennial.
I bet have
He likes 10-minute series, don't you? You're
No,
one of those
20.
guys.
He
that likes
faps
I like
for 7
Rick and Morty.
minutes.
You know, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Because that's
Length.
10 minutes,
Yeah,
dude.
and the
kidding?
bright colors.
Yeah, and the bright colors.
20
yeah.
minutes is perfect. I don't have enough time. I got so much shit
yeah,
to
but
do.
there's storyline to.
Yeah, split it into 20-minute episodes.
This guy,
so instead
this
of-
guy
instead of
makes me
having-
want to just jump off a fucking.
Hey,
So instead of having 10
I don't have as much
episodes-
time as you do.
He
You
wants
said
30
you have a lot
episodes.
of free time, right?
Bro,
I don't.
It's
So-
very easy to just lie down after working a 12-hour day and just fall asleep to the TV show, pick up the next day, repeat that
I
until you
don't
finish
do that.
the
I come
cycle.
home and then I go exercise, then I come back and then I eat and then I go to
exercise.
sleep.
That's a difference.
So I don't have
yeah.
time for the
I
1 hour
see.
episodes.
Well, we can do like a Harsh and Ken spoiler review of the boys
Well,
while he sits there.
Hitting
Well,
on
I
the
wouldn't
seat.
care because I wouldn't
Yeah.
watch it. You know.
While he sits
Same
there.
thing with Ozark or something. You
Yeah,
said, right?
Ozark. Yeah.
I don't want to watch
you
it
seen
too long.
Ozark?
I don't. It's Ozark has a lot of dead spaces.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it.
Mhm.
But it's the type of thing I like watching with Kevin, and he, unless it's shoot 'em up, bang bang, or fast moving pace, he
yeah,
won't. He watch
He
it.
won't watch
It has
it.
to
And
be
it's hard to
intellectual.
share it with.
You know.
Yeah, well, if it's cerebral and a bit slow, it's okay.
Mhm.
But Ozark is very cerebral. That's what I like about
Yeah,
it. It's
I
very
love it.
cerebral.
I love
It's
Yeah.
it makes you think. But
Especially like,
even and the quirkiness of it.
yeah, and the quirky, and there's just so it feels like it's so
What about
grounded.
Altered
It's
Carbon.
so
Have
grounded.
you seen
Oh,
Altered?
I love Altered Carbon.
Okay.
1 and 2. Yeah.
Altered Carbon season 1 was so fresh. It was like brand new concept, amazing. Season 2 was like
A rehash.
I loved watching it while cooking food.
They were granted a second season, so they had to fulfill it. Basically, that's how it felt.
Ah, right.
You remember Dollhouse?
They canceled it.
Yes,
Yeah.
for that exact reason.
I've
remember-
not watched Dollhouse.
There's a
no.
series called Dollhouse. It's a 90s series, and it's
That's probably why.
it's really,
Sounds
really
creepy.
it is. It's what it is. It's a bunch of, they're all models, and they've all had their mind blanked. Okay, so it's like 20 people.
This sounds great.
It's like 20 people living in a house, and they've all had their mind blanked. And what happens is the ultra rich and or government agencies come in and say, I want this person with these skills, or I want this fantasy to happen. And then they program that person, so they become that person. They're dolls. And they become that person.
shit! That sounds cool
Like
as
Sucker
fuck.
Punch, you know? Like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's much like that.
That sounds.
But they're
cool
and
as
they
fuck.
sleep, and they're basically when they haven't been programmed, they're just shells. They just wander around and basically bump into things and hello. Then they go and they come out like super. You know, they could come out like super soldiers or super hookers, or it was an amazing and
Brand new concept, right?
Yeah,
Is this a show?
It was another. Yeah, I think they made like 3
Dollhouse.
seasons.
Dollhouse. Okay.
And then the dollhouse got infiltrated and burned down, and then there was an after season after that. It is really, really good, and you will see a lot of actors, and again, for the likes of me, a lot of actors that are now well known now that were in that.
Oh shit! All right, cool. I'm watching
right.
it. Fuck yeah.
How about 12 Monkeys?
Oh, I love 12 Monkeys, both the
That
movie
was-
and the series.
That was so like fresh
Yeah.
concept. I like those.
Yeah.
I like
What's 12
fresh
Monkeys?
concepts.
Synopsis.
Okay, so go. You'll probably tell it better than me.
No, dude. See, certain movies like 12 Monkeys and 7 and what is it?
It's a time
Just
genre.
watch it. Watch
Time
it.
genre.
Time
so
genre?
if you're into time travel and fixing past mistakes, 12 Monkeys is brilliant.
Alright.
But it's very steampunkish the way they do it.
Oh shit!
And
I
the way
love
it works.
steampunk
So
aesthetic.
I,
yeah.
I would suggest seeing the original first, the movie,
The movie,
12
okay.
Monkeys, then see the series
Okay.
because the series does improve upon it because
Okay.
you already know the
Gotcha.
characters. And you know the
Don't watch
storyline.
spoilers. Okay, just go
Yeah,
in and
just go
blind.
in.
So
That's
watch
better.
the movie, you'll enjoy it. It's with
Brad Pitt, right?
No.
No, not Brad Pitt.
no,
think
Brad Pitt is in
wasn't,
it,
yeah.
but who was the principal was oh my god,
I forgot.
not Remington Steele.
I'm
Jesus.
I'm blanking out today.
See,
too.
I'm causing this now. I'm sending out radio waves. I'm really sorry, dude. Oh my
Whatever.
goodness. Anyway, yeah. See, I wish my mouse was working. I could just bring it up on the screen. See, I need to get that cheap intern.
Yeah, exactly. To
Look
get
it up.
in the corner. Yeah. I mean, you have a cheap one. It's called Google.
Cast of 12 Monkeys.
I know. Once we get Google working, we'll be able to throw
Yeah.
her up.
Which one? I found 2.
Oh, that's fabulous.
12 Monkeys features Barbara Sukow, Emily Hampshire.
Oh, that's a TV
That's
show.
two.
Others.
12 Monkeys TV show. Ah, crap.
12 Monkeys movie.
12 Monkeys movie cast.
You need to activate Siri first.
She's sleeping. Come
You
on.
need a prep.
12 Monkeys movie cast.
12 Monkeys features David Morse, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
There we go.
Wait a minute. I want to see the art.
It is really well done.
Yeah, it's such a
And
Great
because it's
movie.
in the future,
1995. I like it.
and the way it deals with what's happened, everything is makeshift.
yeah.
It's so well done, and the
Yeah.
series builds upon that really, really well.
yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
So, yeah.
I'm a hop on that train right tonight actually. Yeah, I have some downtime after
Do that.
the meeting.
Well, I'm going to have downtime after this recording because I've had too many martinis.
Let's change the alcohol. I cannot drink this shit.
All right, what do you feel like?
Scotch.
Later or like next time?
Shall we take a little creative
Let's take
break?
a station break,
All right,
and
cool.
we'll come back with probably new wardrobe again and and more alcohol.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, back after this.
Hold on. I need to K-pop my hair.
Okay, pop your
If we
hair.
just talked about it.
3, 2, 1, and
There's always one special one.
That's me, Mr. K-pop over here.
Yeah. So what else we got?
All right, so a topic that I want to discuss with fellow camera enthusiasts, fellow editors, are the new DSLRs and new mirrorless versus the camcorders. Because you guys are camcorder guys, I'm a DSLR guy.
Yeah.
So I want to get some updates in the camcorder world, just to end off our little podcast that we're having here. So I don't know what you guys know.
We're
so-
doing.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing. What you guys know about this world. So if you just want to talk about any features you're looking out for, or
Well,
any
see,
cameras.
I'm a tools guy, so I use ENG, like the camcorders, for like on-field stuff. I've never really used, again, being a producer, not so much a director and doing corporate stuff. It's all camcorder shit.
Right.
I get a camcorder based on specs. I want something that I can aim and shoot.
Do you
much.
plan on upgrading at all or not?
Not just yet.
Because how old are these cameras that we're shooting
3,
with?
4 years.
Yeah, well, the Panasonic DVX 200, I think that's about 5 years old.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and it's still one of
Yeah.
the premium ones you can use.
It still costs like an arm and a leg.
It's like 5K,
That's
which
it?
isn't bad.
No, 20,000 RMB right now.
20, yeah, it was 25.
Well,
it was
isn't that
25
5K?
RMB when I got it. So it's about what 7K
Ah,
when I got
7K,
it.
yeah.
The little Panasonic, the pocket unit that I got there, that was probably about $700.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, why'd you get the pocket unit then when you had that?
I wanted something small to, for
vlogging or whatever.
for guerrilla stuff.
Oh, interesting.
And then I got the one that I use as an overhead, the little Osmo,
Oh yeah.
for to camera stuff when I walk and talk.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize there was an Osmos up there. Holy
Yeah, I
fuck.
know. Well, it's been sitting in the box, so I
Yeah.
thought I'll use it for the unboxing.
That's smart. Yeah, get a wide angle too.
yeah.
You can
Well, I was
just
going to put
punch
the
in.
GoPro, but then with the overheating issues and stuff like that and transfer, but at least I can put track on that. So if I'm moving the box
Yeah, you
around,
can
it will
just-
track.
Yeah.
So
It has the gimbal and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yo, you got a robust setup right there. I didn't even think about using an Osmos. I was thinking like, oh, maybe he's gonna get like another Panasonic
most
camera.
people wouldn't use an Osmo for an overhead,
Right,
because
exactly, because it's wide,
It's
right?
wasteful,
And
it's
it's
the
wasteful,
fact that
yeah.
it's the fact that I've got it, then I'm using it. It's wasteful not to use it.
Isn't this too high though for the Osmos, or is it just perfect when you, when you
well,
tested
it's
it
because
out?
I'm shooting at 4K and going in at 1080. It's ideal.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay,
ideal.
okay.
And plus, if I bring it down any lower, the wide shot on the main camera will pick it up, and I don't want to do that because I'm doing all the unboxing standing. I just raise the desk and do it that way.
Okay. What happened to our standing podcast idea?
I don't know. Well, that's
We'll do
what
one. We'll do one.
do
But
one
you gotta clip the mic on the table for me though. 'Cause, you know, if you guys are up here talking,
No, I've got some Apple boxes. I've got the
No,
Tom.
we'll just,
I've got
we'll
the Tom
just
Cruise
get
setup.
rid of this for you.
Hey, you just put it here.
Yeah.
Just put it on the base. It's like I can
Handicap, you know.
tippy toe.
Well, I've got a Pelican case you can stand
Fuck
on. You'll
off.
be fine.
Fuck off.
We'll give you a little box.
or a couple.
Yeah. yeah. Tall
Smoke and
people.
mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
Tall people.
Wow,
Fuck
he's
you
at
guys.
least 6'2". Yeah, for sure.
I finally am at my destined height, 6'2". There we go.
So with you, with DSLRs, mirrorless versus non-mirrorless,
Right.
where do you stand?
Mirrorless.
Mirrorless.
I have DSLRs in the past. They're bulky. So I've actually wanted to make a whole like kind of video about this on my own, but since we're here, I might as well talk about it. I've been realizing throughout the years, I really cater my setup to like portability, just because no one likes lugging around like a fucking huge camera, right?
No.
It's your back hurts, your everything hurts, takes too much space. So when mirrorless came out, I'm like, this is the path I'm going to take, and I still am. I still haven't updated my camera after
And you can use the same
2
lenses,
years.
can't
And you can you can buy adapters for the lenses, so it works. Like the one I have has an adapter right now, so I'm really portable. Everything I buy is pretty much like, even if it's a little more pricey, but if it helps me with my workflow, it's on like portable shit all the way. So my mirrorless battery sucks, but what do you do when you have bad battery? Buy a lot of third party batteries.
Oh
for
man,
cheap.
I've got a case in there just for
just for
clip-ons.
batteries,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, exactly. So it's like, there you go.
They're probably all no good now because I don't use them.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of storing them charged.
Yeah.
So because I always thought, oh, they're charged, I can just pick them up and go. But
Right.
that's not a smart way of doing stuff.
When you
Charge it
were
the night
doing
before.
this career of yours, have you ever thought about picking up like photography as a little hobby, or you always been a video guy? Because I do know people who are just video people, and photography they're like terrible at.
I like I went through a stage on Facebook. We would make up really cool, Kevin and I, different holidays. We'd put ourselves in different situations and stuff. So I do know how to use the editing programs and stuff for stills, but video is definitely my forte. Like whenever there's a special event coming up for a family or a funeral, I'm the guy that does all the all the epi reels and stuff like that, or birthday reels, and there's a lot of stills involved with that. But I just basically grab a template and alter the template around and throw some live action with stills and stuff.
Right.
But as far as playing with stills as a hobby and as a fun thing, or making graphics, yeah. Photography wise, no.
But what, like going out there and just shooting?
No,
I find it very
doesn't-
difficult. And I know you asked me why do I use a DSLR. It's because I like the
Well,
portability. There you go.
I also
and
like
interchangeable
a
lenses.
DSLR. I have fixed lens. I can't get depth of field or shallow
Right.
or long.
And I
right?
like the depth
You
of field.
can.
Right.
Well, you
yeah.
can, you can.
I can if the camera's up on my head.
Or really far away.
Yeah. I found that if I move the camera off where it's set and put it right like 2 feet away from me, but then I can't get the wide for the set,
Yeah,
and I can't.
so it's kinda
again shooting in
contradictory,
4K. I can't change angle. I can't change field size.
Right.
I can get that really nice shallow depth of field where the background's blurred out and stuff.
Right.
But that's what posters for. Just just put a tracking mat over me and blur out the background.
Yeah. For an hour podcast, just mask the whole thing.
Yeah, that's it. Just don't.
Tedious.
Oh my God, what happened? He phased.
He blended
moved
in
out-
with the background.
He moved out of the mask and we forgot to track.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I would go for the Sony A7S III that's about to release in September.
Yeah.
Hasn't released yet, but honestly,
You're
if I had the money, that's all.
You're a camcorder. at
No.
heart, or no?
I am a utilitarian. I told you this before.
Oh, right.
Whatever
Yeah, your
gets
spiel.
me the job done.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. It's tools.
Yeah.
It's the person behind the tool. I love cameras, any kind, as long as it gets the I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a photographer.
I
so,
guess I do fall into that brand loyalty thing, because you have two Panasonics, but you can switch over to a Sony any day.
I'll
right?
switch over, but
Right.
but for camera matching and
Right,
and
the
matching,
same brand
and
had
matching
they
vision,
had the color science.
they,
Yeah.
they have the same scene settings and stuff
Man,
like that.
yeah, I guess I'm just a weird one here then.
No. Well, yeah, but on the camera topic, it's
I don't know, man. I just like I take care of this camera like it's my fucking life. It's not just a tool; it's an extension. I guess like I love holding it, and then from there I can tell amazing things.
like a dick.
Like okay, well, I don't know about that.
We're moving forward from
Yeah.
that. But like any good tradesman, you treat your tools with respect.
Right.
Like as I said, I could at any time if we have to, I could walk out of this studio and leave it all. because they're just toys. But I value them and treasure them and treat them with respect every single time. But I could know at any moment I could lose it all, as with anything in life.
Yeah.
But while I have it, it's important that you treat it well because it's tools of our trade, man. You know.
Yeah.
Without it, we're fucked.
You first.
I've seen this series online where people were comparing an amateur. He was given a red camera.
Oh, the $30,000 camera versus $600 SLR, right?
And a professional videographer was given like a $600 camera. The video that came out from a $600 person,
way better,
who was a professional videographer, it was amazing.
Of course.
So it's not about you can give a stupid person a red camera and they'll do stupid things with it.
There's movies shot on fucking iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. Okay, there were class directors and DOPs, but again, it's about the person using the tools. Like, I am by no means...
key, right?
Yeah. I'm by no means a DOP at all, but I know the shot that I want, but it's important that I have the person understands my vision in order to get that. And I'll know it once they line that shot up. I'll know it when I see it. But
I would love to work with you.
To get it myself, I employ the people who do the job. I have the vision. They have the know-how. That's what's really important in this industry.
Like Henry Ford with his...
Absolutely. Or like Trump.
And we're back. that one came left field.
I'm not saying it always works.
Yeah.
But employ the... Look, a visionary or a creative or any CEO or any director... The important thing is to employ the people or have the people on staff or on hand that do specialize in what they do. Right. And that's why probably with all of us here that at some stage have had to become our independent makers of corporate videos where it's only yourself doing it. There's a lot of fuck-ups. Yeah. Because when you're focusing on so many things, you forget about sound, you forget about lighting, you forget about a finger over it because you're focusing on that section of the shot or something like that. Whereas when you have a team to do something and you know the vision, you're happy to get the final product. Yeah, it's just a lot to manage.
That's life goals right there. Holy shit.
I mean, teams always achieve better results than single person.
Absolutely. When you have, my goal here is to just have the finances to be able to just sort of turn around and say, okay, here's my concept for today's show. Can you research this segment, like they do with most daily shows, and come back at me with a script. I'm good at reading cold. I'll read it cold. You'll lay in the graphics. You've already got them chosen because you understand how I'm thinking. You can write for me because you know how I talk and how I act. I'd love that. That's my goal, to have a production team, not greedy, probably about 5 people. That's all you really need.
That's all you need.
Probably 2 key writers and the rest for production staff. And I'll be doing a lot of heavy lifting myself, but I want to be able to focus on what I do at this stage of my life, which is presentation. And whereas before it was producing, it's the same type of thing. You need to be able to focus on what you're doing. You're guiding a team. Right. But as a presenter, you don't have to worry about all the other ancillary or the spurious stuff that goes on in between.
Yeah. I agree. Hence the whole utilitarian approach.
Back to that.
Why does it take a Russian? Whenever I hear a Russian say utilitarian,
you hear utilitarian, exactly.
It just sounds right.
Exactly. Coming from his mouth, it sounds
surprising.
Right.
If Kevin said utilitarian, I'd be like,
what the fuck? Yeah, exactly.
When you say it, it's like,
yeah, I get it. Yeah, it fits you. Yeah, I understand.
I'd expect that.
I understand where you come from. Yeah. Holy shit.
If you were to bring up pro-totalitarian, okay, it wouldn't shock me, but I'd still want to ask, what are you talking about?
Oh man. Now that we're on the topic, I want to ask, do you guys have any specialty in editing? And this can be the last segment, because as for a guy, before I met you two, my world was very small. Yeah. I loved B-roll. I loved messy editing. I don't know if that makes sense, like where it's not linear, it's just all over the place. Yeah. AMV, stuff like that. Just really stuff that I grew up with, millennial stuff, if you want to call me, the modern age of editing.
You wanted to throw your story around.
I wanted to throw my story around, like just like random shit effects here, like randomly. Like I love that just because it's so like, it makes you just think out of the box. What are you guys, like, what is yours? Because I met you a month ago now, right? And I never really asked you the question. How do you edit? Like, what is your specialty in, like, storytelling and stuff like that? Like, how do you present your videos as a editor yourself?
I'm very clinical in the cut. Which is probably the worst thing, because I'll do some presentation or I'll shoot a piece, and then I want to cut it down so the story is tight and clean,
Right.
with some good bumpers and stuff like that for TV show quality.
Right.
Initially, when I was editing and then more behind the scenes before becoming director producer,
Right.
was compositing.
Oh shit.
When green screen and compositing came out,
You're a
I
compositor.
was so into it.
Oh shit.
You know, I don't, again, having teams to work with, I don't do 3D modeling or anything like that. But when it came to putting all that shit together, oh man, how to blend a foreground with a background and, you know, fix the lighting you know, that doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
And to make it look like someone standing by an ocean when they're not even at an ocean, you know, they're standing on a blue screen at night. You know, that to me is just, I love that shit. I love the creativity. It just, now, when you're shooting 4K, 8K, it just takes so much power.
I was going to say, it's going to take a lot to match that 4K being shot.
But there's so many filters, like Red Giant has some amazing shit.
Yeah.
That basically it will match the background and throw lighting effects, and you adjust the lighting in one program.
Wow, really?
In one filter it will add haze. So if you've got smoke in the background, you throw this filter on and adjust that. I can't remember what the name of the filter is, but when you throw that filter on, you can adjust the filter and it will drag that smoke effect, sample the smoke effect, and throw it in the front so that it blends you cohesively.
Shit.
Whereas before you'd have to color match, color grade, add lighting effects, do it all separately, whether it be in After Effects or in Mock or anything like that. Now you can actually do it in Premiere, I think, or After Effects. I know it's one of the two,
I think
but you can do it.
yeah.
But it's you throw it in there, and it's a simple task.
Yeah,
it's just knowing how to get the look.
Like they got the dust storm in Mission Impossible done.
Yeah.
That was fake.
Yes.
But that was like
I didn't know that was fake. I couldn't tell.
You will find
I thought it was like practical, just someone
most
blowing-
car chases these days in high budget films. The reason they can afford the A grade actors and stuff, because it all comes down to budget, is because if you look carefully, you will find that a lot of the vehicles are 3D rendered. A lot of the a lot of cars.
the whole city's rendered.
Because the actor is standing on a box, not even moving, with fans, and they're dropped in. Because think about it, you have a car chase scene. A car chase scene isn't shot once.
Right.
It's shot several times. You probably use a dozen vehicles of principal vehicles, right, in that scene. Whereas if you're using CGI, the cost is probably not that much variable because it's very expensive. You know, when you've got the, Animal Logic and stuff like that doing all this type of work for you, it's not cheap, but it works out cheaper than buying 12 cars.
Right.
And it works out cheaper than paying insurances. It works out cheaper than having stunt people.
Holy fuck.
And you can render it. We were watching a movie the other night, and Kevin's watching it, but I'm having an eye for stuff. It's like continuity. A movie fucks me up with the continuity.
Oh my god, you have no.
I get totally.
I would just.
I can't.
I would be like,
follow
Hazel,
track.
did you see that cut? She's like, what?
Yeah.
It was not in continuity.
It takes me out of it
Yeah.
because the whole idea of watching a movie is suspension of belief.
Yeah, it's suspension of belief. Yeah.
The minute I see how it's done, if I don't know how a movie's done, I'm enjoying the movie.
Yeah, that's a good
if
movie.
If I'm watching how the movie's done, I'm not enjoying the movie.
Right.
I might be enjoying how they're doing it, but I'm not enjoying it. But with the a car chase we're watching,
What movie was
the
this?
turns, I don't know.
Oh god, this was
It
last night, right?
No, not last night. No, it wasn't last night. It was the other day.
Okay.
And there was all these car chases in it, but the way the cars turned, the gravity wasn't right.
Right.
So I knew it was 3D rendered.
Yeah.
Like centrifugal movement and when a car does, the Busan 2, Peninsula.
Oh,
current-
Train to Busan 2!
Really
oh,
good.
I haven't watched it
Oh
yet!
man, you'll love it.
Fuck!
I enjoyed it.
I have it on my computer.
I sobbed. I fucking sobbed. It is the best storyline.
Did
It's
you like
so
the
well
first
done.
one?
Oh yeah,
God, the first moment.
And it was all done on budget. Busan 2, no,
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was done on a really good budget.
Yeah.
But the car chases, all of the car chases and all of the
Yeah.
it is all composite. It is
Right.
all, none of it's real. But you can tell when you're looking at it, the cars don't skip.
Yeah.
When a car does a tight turn,
It does a tight turn,
moves.
right? Yeah.
The wheels move, but they didn't quite get that. But Kevin didn't pick it up. So I would say most people wouldn't pick it up.
But Fast and the Furious, they use part real, part fake.
Practical,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. It's
Like
it's,
the airplane that never ran out of a runway.
yeah.
You know?
Well, also Tom Cruise's new movie. He's doing I
There's a
forget what
new
time.
movie?
He's almost 60
Top Gun,
man.
Top Gun 2.
No, not he's
Oh,
done,
that one's
Top
a-
Gun 2's coming out.
Yeah.
But it's another MIB, Mission Impossible, right?
Wait. Oh, you
Not
mean the most
Men in
recent
Black.
one?
Mission Impossible. It's
fifth
not out
one.
yet.
The fifth one. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's coming out.
It's coming out.
Oh shit! I thought you meant the most recent
It's
one.
called a high. It's like a high altitude dive with a low opening. I forget. I used to jump, and I can't remember what it's called.
You mean a dive from an airplane?
A dive from like 25,000 feet, where you have to wear oxygen.
He
and
did
you,
that
and
real.
You do a low pop. He did it real.
Yes.
He did
Yeah,
like
there's the
50,
behind the
60
scenes,
jumps. It's
yeah.
just amazing. I mean, this
Yeah.
guy's almost
And plus, the
fucking
cameraman
60.
followed him too. So the
You can
cameraman has
CGI
balls.
that shit.
Yeah.
And he had to do it in Russia.
Yeah.
Right? You know it. The same when you do parabolic, when you do anti-grav stuff in a
Oh,
plane.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can only
yeah.
ever do that stuff in Russia because America and Australia, just safety laws wouldn't allow it. Plus,
Right.
the cost is prohibitive.
Yeah.
So they use like Altonovs and stuff like that to do that type of work. But he could have done this purely CGI.
Yeah.
He didn't.
But I feel like the reason why the people love that scene is because CGI-ing human faces and movements, it's very difficult.
Well, you get and that's deliberate because you get
Yeah.
a thing called the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncanny
Now,
Valley.
Uncanny Valley is where something looks too human
Yeah.
that it becomes uneasy.
It's creepy.
Throws you
It's
out.
creepy.
It's
Yeah,
creepy,
even though it can look totally real, you still know it's not, and it plays against you.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
plays,
It plays against like your
it's like Disney characters with big eyes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the Uncanny Valley
Yeah,
effect.
that really throws me. I don't like Elsa for that reason.
I
Like,
just
it
don't like
really
Elsa.
bothers me. Like the
Yeah, I
eyes
just don't
is
like
this
Elsa.
big, you know?
I don't care about her eyes. I'm
Let
just like
it
this
fucking
Disney
go.
princess is the worst fucking iteration of a Disney princess. Sorry, Frozen fans. She sucks.
Okay, so this is his second
Sorry.
attack on Disney right now.
Oh, yeah. So I guess we're not having them as a sponsor.
Yeah.
Have they bought YouTube yet?
If they did,
We're screwed.
I love Elsa. I have all the dresses. I wear them myself.
I've seen you. You're very fetching.
Yeah, right? Very, very.
Very fetching.
Shows my bosom quite well.
But, I love it when you're in the bustier.
Yeah.
How do you sexualize a Disney princess? Fuck.
It's possible it has been done.
Of course it's been done. I'm sure if you,
Hentai.
Hentai's too jerky. It's
Dude, there are some classics, though. There's a storyline with it, too. You're like, yeah.
the very first hentai movie I saw. I was doing security at a place called Central Station Records in Sydney. And it's when I had my first security company. So I was a self-contractor, self-employed, one employee.
Shit.
You know? And so I'm doing loss prevention, like store security. And it was a fantastic store, Central Station. It was like Red Eye Records. It was like very avant-garde type of thing.
Avant-garde, okay.
And they had this, they always showed this hentai movie, and I never quite got it. It was this octopus raping a chick that was an old man. And I'm like, that was my introduction to hentai, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? This
Classics.
is so wrong.
It's
The
the
classics.
classics.
Japanese octopus porn.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, what? And he started off as an old man.
Yeah, then he transforms, right?
Then he transformed,
Yeah.
but he more like pulled her inside his body. It was, and I'm supposed to be securing this place, and I'm just like watching this shit. I'm like, what is this? Wow.
Yeah, well, you know.
And that's why I had the octopus tank out. the
Ah,
back.
gotcha. So you put it on your arm once in a while, just feel the sun.
yeah, my arm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the third arm. Damn, I did. Well,
So that's why the Christopher Nolan's Tenet is all practical effects.
I haven't seen that yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's advertised as very little CG. They build props, so that's why he's like.
A lot of Christopher Nolan's movies, let's say like The Dark Knight, are practicals.
Yes, and
Yeah.
there's something about
Batmobile.
that.
Yeah.
I would love to see a movie that has creatures that are animatronic.
Yeah, dude.
I wanna bring that
like
back.
the 90s, right, where they use a lot of
Yeah.
like animatronic stuff.
I
yeah.
love animatronics
Because
I-
it does look like that could exist, but CGI when there's like a jitter or like a weird too fast movement, it takes you out. You're like,
again, Uncanny Valley.
yeah, you're like that's not
But
that's
Gollum
not
was
physically possible.
pretty.
Oh,
real.
look.
But no, his
Gollum
technology
is
is
Yeah, but
that- that's mocap.
Yeah, that's
Mocap's
mocap.
totally
Yeah,
different.
mocap is, and plus how they key him in the water and stuff. Oh man, they did so
was
much work to make Gollum feel
perfect.
real, you know, and
Gollum
the
was
shadowing.
perfect.
Well, same with Planet of the Apes,
Yeah.
same guy.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes.
Michael,
He was
what's
in
his
Black
name?
Panther too.
Was he?
Yes, the South African guy who stole the metal
Oh,
from
you mean
Wakanda.
the arm? The
That was
arm?
him
Yes,
too.
yes, yes,
The
yes.
one arm
Yeah.
guy.
Yes, that's
That was
because
him.
he doesn't look like a good guy.
Yeah,
I can see why he plays characters. He really does have a character for
yeah.
a bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
what's his name? I
badass
feel
in
so
Black
bad.
Panther.
But he not pioneer, but he was the pioneer actor for all that.
Yeah.
Talk about lucky, being in the right place at the right time. You go for a casting. We want to try this new technology with you. Put this camera on your face and draw some dots on you.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Man, did it work out
Yeah,
well for
did it
him?
work
He's
out
the,
well
he's
for-
the
yeah.
guy you go to.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis.
That's it.
Serkis, yeah.
That's it. Yes, Andy.
Yeah,
Where did I
yeah.
get Michael from? I don't know.
Michael Bay.
Andy, Michael Bay direct. Yeah,
I think Michael Bay's movies are really
Shit.
entertaining,
Oh.
but they are so unreal. You know they're unreal.
Michael Bay.
Like Transformers.
Oh, look, only way I can put it without. I'll be really upfront. He sold out to a commercial concept. Michael Bay, I don't think he's a creative. I think Michael Bay has a template.
He's a businessman.
He has a template and it goes, we'll do this.
He's a businessman.
And
for
by the
real.
5th scene, we'll do this. We'll have a call back to this.
Yeah,
we'll do
we'll
this.
have a shot of an
He-
ass here. We'll
He
have a
knows
shot of
what
titties.
sells. He knows how to set it
Yeah.
up. And
Yeah.
granted, that's what you need. You want to
Yeah.
make money. Look, we're all in this to make money. But I think when you lose, I forget who it was that said it. But if you're in this industry to make money, as far as the creative goes, making movies, you're in the wrong industry. You'll never be a good storyteller.
Scorsese?
I think it may have been Scorsese, actually.
Scorsese, he's a
I think
really
it's
good
on
director.
Masterclass. I forget who it was, though.
Yeah, it's one of the
But
masters.
if you're in it to make money, then you'll
David
stop,
Flinch?
Stop watching this now.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
One of those
But
master classes.
Transformers was fresh.
Oh,
The
of
first
course.
one.
Yes,
The first
yes.
one. Everything after
Once
that.
everything becomes a franchise and becomes
and plus
marketable
being
and-
plus also being sold to China.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fifth one.
except McDonald's it still can be a franchise and still be popular. You know?
Well, yes,
But it's still shit
but
in
see,
every
but
country.
even when you see how McDonald's was formed, oh my
the,
god,
what's that movie? Fuck.
I know. What an asshole!
Yeah.
What an absolute asshole that guy was. The way he ripped off those brothers.
The way
Yeah,
he
he bought
fucked
the stand
everyone
from them,
over.
I mean.
the
Yeah.
executive or
Oh
something.
my
There's something
god.
about you wouldn't even know if it was
Ray
McDonald's.
Ray Kroc.
Yeah.
Ray Kroc, yeah.
Ray Kroc.
But you wouldn't know it was about McDonald's if you didn't
Yeah.
watch
If you
it.
didn't watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. What is it?
Yeah,
the
he bought the
executive
stand
or
from
something
them,
or
yeah.
some weird name. Oh man. We'll
I
come
don't
back. We'll throw this
There's
down. We'll throw the
so
title down.
many-
Oh, there it
yeah.
is.
Yeah. There's so many fucking films that we could have just named off the top of our heads. Fuck me.
It does me in. Here we are, it's like we're supposed to be fully knowledgeable of the
Yeah,
shit we do, and it's
exactly.
like, kids are going out. But you know what? I don't think drinking during these really
It
helps.
doesn't help. It doesn't help. It definitely fades the memory in some areas. Yeah.
Hey, I've so far mentioned a couple of names here and there.
No, you're doing better than us.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Yeah, but
Hey,
Well,
come on.
yeah.
not normal. We're waiting for it. We just don't. We hope that during these little things we do that we don't activate you.
The code word, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like in
the
Family Guy.
like,
you know?
like the aardvark walks backwards on
Yeah.
Central Station. Just gets up and walks out. What the fuck?
Where's she going? We hear explosions. What the fuck?
Oh, we done it now. Oh, I think we're pretty much ready to wrap up.
Yeah,
think?
yeah, let's do
Hey,
it. Let's
thank you
do
for
it.
indulging my last topic. I was just very curious.
Hey, thank you for coming with some preparation. You know?
Hey,
Yes,
man,
we'll
I remember.
attempt to do
Hey,
that in the
next
future.
week it's y'all. I ain't gonna prepare shit.
How about one per? How many questions was that? How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So how about one person brings 5 questions, and every time it's next person's turn.
Next time it's you.
So clockwise going, it's next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clockwise, alright. Yeah. Just
Be
the-
prepared,
and
gentlemen.
then next week
It's
it's
not gonna be pretty.
counterclockwise.
It's
Next week-
counterclockwise next
yeah,
one.
and then it's just
It'll keep on, yeah. Oh, this week we're going anti-clockwise. Heads or tails? But,
and I'm flipping. Okay.
well, listen, guys, thanks so much for joining us for this little podcast. Slam on the like button if you like us. Pass us around like a cheap drunk on a Saturday night. And we hope to see you next time on Twait. 2 Wongs and a White.
All right.